That's a lot of wood, but today's video is going to be showing you how to make this wood safe for your aquarium by using hot water. Now there's a few ways you can do this, and oops, that to the side. There's a few ways you can do this, and this is actually old wood that's been caught on fire. If you can notice, it's hollowed out and stuff. It's a cool technique. I use it in some of my aquariums. I got off subject, but back to subject. There's a few ways you can do this. You can use bleach. Some people soak it in bleach or Clorox. I don't like soaking wood in bleach or Clorox, so I always boil my wood. And that's how I'm going to be showing you how to do it, because there's a stove behind me, and be careful when doing this because it does get hot. So the first thing you want to do is get the piece of wood you got. It either will fit in a pot or it will not. If it's this side, you come here, you get a pot, it don't fit. I mean, technically you could boil half of it and then flip it over and do the other half, but that's not what we're going to be doing to this piece. That takes longer, and I'm impatient. I'm just going to be honest. By boiling this in the pot, though, you can actually help it get the tannins out. Now this piece of wood here is kind of soft. It's very soft wood, so tannins will not stay in this wood very long. It will leach out. Also, soft wood will actually degrade faster in an aquarium than if you have a harder wood. That's something to know too. But this is a cool piece, so let's get started on it. Since that did not fit in a pot, and I'm not going to flip it over side by side, but that is a technique you can use. I'll go in detail later on how to do that. But for now, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. Now, you can do this outside if you got a pressure washer or something like that. Turn you some lukewarm water on and wet this wood, and take you a pot scrubby or some kind of hard brush. This is just an old brush I use just for like wood in my aquariums and stuff. And just you want to take and just brush all the old bark off this that'll come off. Like I said, a pressure washer, if you got one, can do this very good too. And you can do it outside, as I said before. Just get inside here and brush away all the loose pieces of wood, just like so. Now I'm going to finish doing this. That was just a quick demonstration, but look how pretty that wood is. This is a very beautiful piece of wood, and all these loose pieces of wood is something you don't want on it. So go ahead and brush your wood. The next step will be taking you a pot and filling it up with some water. Don't matter if it's hot or cold. Just fill it up. Don't fill it up too much, and then take it to your stove. Now this is my stove. It's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. I went ahead and filled a different pot up. I used that one for demonstration, but you can see I don't got it filled up too much. Now you want to be extremely careful when bringing your water to a boil, because it's extremely hot. You don't want to overfill it neither, because as it's boiling it can run over and can burn you. So be extremely careful when you're doing this. So I'm going to let this come to temperature, and we go to the next step. As you can see, it's getting extremely hot. I went ahead and filled this up. I'm going to make sure it's, gets boiling water coverage all over the piece of wood. Now you might have to do it several times, but we're starting to get boiling action on the water. So once this comes to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to pour it on my piece of wood, which is here. So now I'm going to be filming while my helper demonstrates on how to pour this onto your wood. Now you want to do it slowly and make sure you get good coverage, and be careful and don't burn yourself. Because the water is extremely hot. Now you want to let it cool a few seconds, then flip it over and do the other side. unless you can flip it over without burning yourself. As I said before, be careful and not burn yourself. You may have to do this a couple of times to make sure you got everything extremely good. So I'm going to let this piece of wood cool down while we fix more water. And I'm going to go ahead, since we're done with this and you get the idea, show you some pieces that's already done and installed in the aquarium. So this is the biggest piece of wood that I did like that so far. And it might not look big. Let me stand back. This tank might not look the biggest, but let me give you an idea. That piece of wood is every bit of 4 foot tall. And these guys is mean, and they are building a nest, and I ain't cleaned my grass because of that. Because I am not worried about the guy. He ain't that mean. He's actually a big pet. But these guys right here, my Kongs, yeah, they actually quite mean. And this is my crown knife. He's very good size too. He's got sand spit all over him because these two make a mess. But that's the biggest piece of wood that I have done that way. And my fish is healthy. And you know, it's just a random found piece of wood. And it's very nice. Now I do need to clean this tank up. There'll be more videos of this tank in the future if it's something you enjoy wanting to see. I'm actually going to paint the trim on it. I'm going to paint the background and all that stuff because I set this tank up in a hurry, and because I needed a place for my crown knife once he come out of quarantine, and my gar and my Kongs. I just threw them in here to add a little bit of color. They have been on the channel before, and they had their own little tank. I had them separated for a little bit, but I put them back together. So thank you guys for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section. I enjoy hearing from everyone, and I enjoy knowing that, you know, some of my videos was helpful. Thank you for watching.